Hello and welcome to Thought for July the 4th. Our readings are 1 Samuel chapter 16, Isaiah chapter 60 and Matthew chapter 5. And our thought is, Blessed are. Today we read what is generally referred to as the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapter 5. Years ago we saw a film depicting this and it was quite wrong, for it showed Jesus giving the message to a vast crowd of people. The end of chapter 4 describes great crowds that followed him. But then we read, seeing the crowds, he went up onto the mountain, and when he sat down, his disciples came to him, and he opened his mouth and taught them. This teaching begins, Blessed are the poor, or the lowly and humble, in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. The very opposite to the spirit of mind nearly all the Pharisees and lawyers showed. Jesus is going to have many verbal clashes with them in the next 3 or so years of his ministry. He speaks of the kingdom of heaven, not the kingdom in heaven. We wait for a heavenly kingdom to come on earth, to replace all earthly minded rulers, none of whom really believe in the true God. The very last question his disciples asked him was, Will you at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? Acts 1 verse 6. Causing him to tell them that his message had to be taken to the end of the earth first, and it was not for them or us to know the time of his return. Today the Bible is reaching all the remotest nations. Blessed are the meek, or gentle-minded, for they shall inherit the earth. Verse 5. Not heaven. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. This world needs more than ever for God's kingdom to be established. There is a great hunger and thirst for all fleshly things today. Jesus told his disciples, You are the light of the world. And so they became, and the light spread out, and pagans became believers, and Christ's message was adopted as the official religion of the Roman Empire. Sadly, in the process, it became increasingly corrupted, just like the Jewish teachers had corrupted the message of God given through Moses and the prophets. At the end of one of his parables, that of the persistent widow, Jesus asked the question, When the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on the earth? Luke 18 verse 8. He does not give the answer. That is left for us to answer. What is your answer? Thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can consider the pages of God's Word, remembering that it is a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.